Welcome back to Karlstad, Sweden. We're here again for the World Mixed Doubles Curling Championship 2016. We've got 42 nations participating in the championship this year in the Löfbergs Arena, which only means that 154 countries are missing out on the fun. This evening's matchup will feature Israel versus New Zealand. My name is Sander Ulvåg and I'm joined by our charming expert Sara Karlsson to take you through the play-by-play. We'll take a look at the standings before we get started. It's USA with 3 wins. Denmark also undefeated at 2 wins so far. Belarus at 2-1. Our featured team New Zealand at 1 win, 1 loss. Israel so far to win a game, 1 loss. Netherlands at 0-2, and Spain have dropped 3 games. For Israel, we have Leonid Rivkind and Rachel Katzman, and team coach is Simon Pak.
Yeah, and the lineup for New Zealand's Scott Becker and Bridget Becker, and their team coach is our colleague Hans Fraunlob. Here you see the rules of play. 2 players, 1 male, 1 female in mixed doubles curling. 6 stones per team, but 1 is pre-placed every end. You play 8 ends or have 22 minutes of thinking time, and the players will throw either stones 1 and 5 or 2, 3 and 4. And if that's not working out for you, you're allowed to switch positions in between the ends. Both players can sweep. Holding the broom is now optional, so you can choose to have a sweeper from the start or a skip. No takeouts are still allowed until the 4th stone of each end. Of course, this gives us some very aggressive curling with lots of stones in play. And new for this season is the power play option, that each team has to use 1 per game, and you have to use this when you have the hammer, the last stone advantage. You will then start the end with a corner guard and a stone in behind it.
Well, it might all seem a little confusing, but trust me, it's not so complicated. It's all about getting stones into the house, and I'm counting them up at the end.
Just as regular curling.
And I believe both teams are ready to rumble. We'll see a red stone in the house. That belongs to Israel. That means that New Zealand will start, which again means Israel have the hammer, which is, I guess, our little nickname for the last stone advantage.
Yeah, that's true. Israel had a really good last stone drop, put 1 on the pin and 1 just fully on the forefoot. New Zealand unable to match that to start, so they will then have to start the end instead.
Just test your weight, bud.
Alright.
Top house. Should be right up speed down there.
So it is Bridget Becker to throw the very first stone of the game. It is an out-turn draw.
Like a big extension.
Go to hit me.
Either a freeze
Back 2,
or
back 4.
stone top 4.
Coming down.
Whoa. Get on the other side of it. Bend it.
Yeah?
Yep. Get hard, dude. Real hard. You got real good line. Real good line. Real
As
good
you
line.
can see, there are some other games going on in the arena today. We'll make sure to keep you up to date on those as well.
I know.
Yeah, we will. And Bridget Baker makes a really nice first draw. It's a shot stone and it's in front of the tee line. So already making it hard for Rachel Katzman and her first shot. I think they want to come down onto the yellow. Be really good if they could get all the way to nose or even inside.
Slow down a little bit.
Line good.
Coming.
What weight?
Steve. A little back.
So what curve? Okay.
And she will do a good job actually tapping everything back, which I think when you have the last stone is not bad, because you don't want everything to be locked up. You'd rather have a little space. So it's a very good start from both the female players, throwing 1 and 5.
This is Scott Becker for New Zealand. We'll be throwing stones 2, 3 and 4.
Mine's a wee bit tight. Scotty, where's your
For
weight?
the first end
Pretty
anyway.
good.
He might change it.
Okay.
Can't remember
Line's all good.
having
Just
seen
wait.
teams
Wait, stop house.
change too much,
Okay,
not
got
on
it,
the
Carol.
broadcast anyway.
Got it, Carol. Coming now, yep.
No, I think it was
Yep, you
really
can go now.
common a couple of years
Hard
ago
now.
when the game
Got
was
that
still
line. Hard now.
new to
now.
most curlers,
All the
but
way. You're gonna
now
hard,
I think
Carol.
we're
All the way.
seeing
Hard. Hard.
players
hard,
just
hard.
picking a position within the team and
Whoa.
probably
handle?
training for it
Three,
and
that's the
sticking to
third
it.
time that's done that.
Okay, well,
Just keep your eye on it. If it does it again, we might switch it out.
okay.
Scott Becker just feeling that stone he threw there. He's just been over curling on him a few times. Probably saw that in practice as well.
Little in.
Back four.
Unit Rivkin
Yes.
for Israel.
Yep, hard.
Back eight. Back eight.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Needs to curl.
We'll come around the guard here and play a little tap up on the red stone, and we'll sit shot.
How much
you
can we
picked-
see though?
You pick the guard, you pick the guard.
Okay. Well, wait.
Normal.
Yeah.
Bit more.
So there could be a way of removing both of the reds, and Scott Becker is going to have a go. And just thinking that the option is to be a little narrow, taking the guard off is okay.
You're all over the guard. Yep.
And I think we are calling the option B,
Hard. Take it off.
just taking the guard off.
Okay.
Nice one. Like that or not?
Huh?
Y'all happy with that?
Yeah, yeah. No, that's looking cool.
Still Israel sitting one, but they also have one that's fairly easily tapped up for second shot. Just want to be a little careful if they elect to do that already, because there's no guard up there anymore. Don't want to leave
Curl.
Top
New
eight.
Zealand a chance to get rid of all the reds.
Top eight.
Hard. Hard. Hard line. Hard line.
Top 12. Top 12.
Well, just leave it high. Whoa. Want to try again?
Yeah, you'll see more of it there.
So they have played the guard, but they've over curled it. So I guess option B paid off for Scott Becker, because he now has
Oh, yeah, you want to catch it.
the opportunity
catch
of
it
the same
first.
shot again, and this time he's going to see a lot more of the red.
Happy with that, Ice?
Yep.
Yep. Yep. Whoa. Yep. Whoa. 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 Yep.
On and off is normally a very good sign.
It's all right.
Well, there we are.
This one. Shot.
Which one?
He's done good to remove both of them from the forefoot. And I guess it's also good now that New Zealand has that red guard, so they won't leave a double right back for Israel.
Yeah, very nice shot by Scott Becker. New Zealand sits two.
Where is it?
Back four. Oh, back eight.
Needs to curl.
Back eight.
Yes. Yep. Hard, hard, hard. Hard is cutting. Hard, hard, hard. Yep. Keep going. Hard. Okay, you're good.
Come down and freeze to a bit.
And that's some really big curl for Rivkind of Israel. Comes pretty much to nose and pushes that back 12 foot. So final stone for New Zealand will
Just the
be to
exact
try and
same
freeze
weight you
this.
just threw.
And Scott just reminding Bridget that she just threw this draw on her first. Just do the same line, same speed. Might even be possible to steal one. Of course, Bridget Becker has a silver medal from the World Mixed Doubles 2010 in Chelyabinsk when she played with Sean Becker.
Other side, bring it round then. Yep. Bring it right back as far as it'll go. No, I'm going to slide past you. Okay.
Won't make it far enough for shot, but at least forces Israel to come on the intern side to try and draw for their second point.
Good there, like,
I felt like I had more, but because I was out a wee bit further than
just a wee bit further and it hangs up in the frost. Good try. Comes back if you...
Only wait.
So the final stone of the first end here for Team
A
Israel.
little up. Little up. Slow and bit.
Rachel
Still up.
Katzman looking for a score of 2 with the intern draw.
No.
So far not touching it. Just hanging out there for a bit, needing to settle down, needing a piece of the forefoot. Will it get there in the end? Very close. And I do believe it might be enough. Scott Becker having a look. And just going to have a measure just to be sure, but it does look red.
Reed's got one at the moment.
We'll see. The umpire will come on and provide us with a measure.
That's a really good draw if this is enough for 2, and it looks like that could be quite possible.
Cleanse the same. So make
Yeah, it was working. Keep doing it.
try to make more. Now the first sweep line.
Line.
Okay. Okay.
One red for sure. We're measuring for 2.
We're measuring for a third point?
For a second.
There we go.
Pretty good idea.
We'll see the dial there. Ooh, almost a 3. And I'm sure we won't get to see the dial again. They always cover it with their heads. The umpires will be pointing at the red, so it is 2 for Israel. A good draw.
Very good draw, and a good start for them.
Absolutely. There will be 2 points up on the board for Team Israel after one end of play. And I'm sure we'll be back in very few seconds. Rachel
Top 4.
already getting ready in the hack for the second end.
Line good.
Same thing. Little lighter.
No line.
Here we go.
No line. Only wait.
Needs it.
Underway with the second end of our game between Israel and New Zealand. Rachel Katzman made a really nice draw to score 2. This one losing its handle a wee bit. And when a stone loses handle, it tends to curl a bit more. Almost like it started curling, well, changing curl in the end there. Will settle top 4, so pretty good result.
Yeah, that ended up in a great spot, similar to where Bridget Becker put hers in the first end, when Rachel Katzman was able to follow it down and tap everything back.
I felt pretty good.
Turned out good for them to create that little bit of extra space.
Line's getting better. But whoa.
Whoa.
Yep. Just angle them a wee bit. Okay.
All right.
Sure. No, it's good there.
Too heavy?
And she will tap it up. Not enough to also tap the back one, but she leaves her shooter in a good place.
Give a little more ice. Yeah.
Good? Bristle weight.
Leo
Line
Pivkind
climb.
Stop it.
is born in Kaliningrad, Russia.
Stop it.
That's where he
Down line 2.
learned to play curling.
Down line. Down line.
Stop it.
Hard.
And one of his
Oh, it's cutting.
sports
Whoa.
idols is Ole Einar Bjørndal.
I'm sure you can tell us who that is, Sander.
Well, that's also one of my heroes, a Norwegian biathlon skier. And he's actually the most medal Olympian in history of the Winter Olympic Games.
Sounds like a good role model to have.
That's what I said. And the next.
Michael Phelps also on the list for our man Leo on the ice.
So if you get
Two
that
pretty
off
good
now.
role models.
Yeah, because we've got to get it out somehow.
Yeah.
So
Wanna
New
do the
Zealand
double or just take this one?
quite keen to go for the bail option again with the 2 red guards. I agree with them. Be really nice to make both of them
Yeah,
go.
come the other way.
Yeah, there. If you catch it third, does it roll across the face?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Nothing.
Yeah.
Sorry.
All right.
Roll across and push that one that way. But I mean, you only want to catch this much of it.
So I actually now left the 2 guards on a bit of an angle, which is going to make them a lot harder to
Where is it?
run back now.
Top 12.
Okay.
Israel can enjoy quite the safe option here to come around with another one.
Top 12. Top
Hard,
12.
hard.
Just top 12, top 8, just
Get around, get
protecting their shot stone.
Okay, we're gonna come with the other side.
Will look good for them to steal.
Yep, keep going.
So this one though, probably over curling a bit.
Oh yeah. More ice.
Yeah.
Need more ice.
I'll just give edge 12.
You want to try and tick it out? If you catch the guards, you catch
Why
the
don't you
guards.
just jaw to there? If you're heavy, then you bump it through. You sit there.
Well, wait.
Just back 2. You don't like that?
No, because you don't want to. You want to roll away. So you're probably going to have to play back line.
Okay. About here? Is that enough?
Wee bit less.
Scott
Catch
Becker
the guards
explaining
and
the
open it up a wee bit.
the plan here. Just backline weight. Actually just going to try and pick out the red shot stone.
Whoa. No line. No line. Whoa.
Back line.
Whoa. No line.
And they said the option was to
That's
catch the
like that.
guard, but
Ah.
this has a lot of curling to
Go
do.
pass. Yep, take a pass. Work.
Nope. Too much ice.
And it's going to go by everything.
Sorry, bud.
Yeah, a little fresh air experience for Scott Becker.
And not the kind of fresh air experience that you normally like.
Little less.
Yes.
Top 12. Guard. Top 12.
Yes. Yes, line. Gonna cut. Yeah, hard.
Guard.
You leave it high. Whoa. Whoa.
This one also losing its handle a wee bit. And now you'll actually see it almost straightening out.
Yeah, it's not bad for them because it was looking like it was going to overcurl a little bit and then actually backed up.
Make little down weight. So little push and make less rotation.
That's fine now. I guard it. I just didn't want them to have a kick.
Yeah, also
I'm fine with them trying that.
So mistakes in the guard.
It's kind of nice that it rolled the other way at the end.
Just nose, yeah? Nose will make the shot.
This is a bold move right here. Nose, the red guard, you gotta be really careful just not to pick out your own yellow.
Yep.
Or maybe that won't make too much of a difference, I guess, since it would be Israel sitting one nonetheless.
Yep.
Nose! Get it?
Oh, and so close.
Yeah, a bold strategy, and it did not work out for them.
No, it did not. Came close though. Yeah, look at this. Very, very close to picking out the red one. Also very close to picking out the yellow one. Now it's, I'm going to say that it's fairly difficult for New Zealand to score.
Yeah, there's not too many options left. Of course, they have that, I guess the same shot they just played, but I'm thinking Israel might try to take that away for them.
Yeah.
Maybe throw a tight guard here. Maybe just tuck it a piece under that yellow guard.
What?
A little lighter.
Okay. No
No,
line.
it's not 12.
Weight line.
It's not 12. Slowing. Line fine?
Curl it. Curl it. Yeah. Sit. Yeah.
So Rachel Katzman has put this just on the side, but I don't think New Zealand's gonna go for the outturn side anymore. You can see pretty much half
Yeah, that's why I wanted to.
of the top red. Could maybe move all of
There
them
we go.
down.
It's just one if you don't make it, so. You like that ice?
What weight?
Hat. I don't know if it's going to move that much.
I think it's going to move more.
Okay. A little bit more.
So it's the last one for New Zealand here in the second end, trailing by 2, looking for the double tap to score 1. Sweeping this one to keep it straight, but it's going to overcurl and catch the guards. So that's going to be a steal of 1 for Israel.
Not enough ice.
There you can hear the explanation of what went wrong for Bridget Becker. Did not have enough ice. Curl too much. 3-0 for Israel after 2 ends of play.
Okay, let's rock.
One red. This side.
Back in action here. Rachel Katzman playing 35% for the tournament. Which,
No line top.
well, I'm guessing she didn't have the best first game. They only played the one and they lost. So definitely looking to improve on her stats here. But I think most importantly just to improve on their win-loss record.
Yeah, I think it's safe to say that she's already improved on the stats. She's had a couple of really, really great draws. And they are leading the game 3-0. And 60% for Bridget Becker. They are on 1-1. One against Spain,
Both felt pretty good.
and then lost
Move it up,
to
maybe.
USA in
Move it up.
in their first game.
Yes?
Yep. Gotta go, bud. Doesn't look up, wait. Gotta go. Yep, hard, go hard. Oh, bring it over, bring it over. Open it up.
Wait, wasn't that bad?
And she opened it up a little bit, but I'm not sure it's enough if you want to take the guard. I think
Enough ice?
you would hope to take them a little more.
Maybe we're just throwing a wee bit soft.
Little more less. Yeah, good.
And 56% for Leonid Rivkind.
Okay. Needs to curl. Needs to curl. Needs to curl a lot.
Top 8.
Needs
Top
to curl.
4.
Needs to curl.
Top 8.
Help it, help it, help it. Yes. Leave it there.
Okay.
Sorry.
And that gap is now closed. And we've seen New Zealand go for the bailout option in
Normal?
every end.
Coming this way.
Yeah. Oh, actually, yeah, maybe just throw control. No, normal. It has to be normal to get through, bud.
You like that ice or do you want layer?
Yeah, about there.
So just going to try and
Needs
hit
to make
this
a wee bit of contact with that red.
red one really, really thin, and I think and they're then hoping to spin the yellow one through. The other option could, of course, be to maybe push the yellow guard in. So a couple of alternatives.
Whoa. 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 Come on.
And there you go.
Yep, take it over.
Not the way they planned it, but worked nonetheless.
Yep, certainly squirted through there.
I like Grace
2
done.
yellows in the forfeit, but maybe slipped a little too deep. Now Israel looking to draw in there, perhaps freeze the yellow. Got a very nice slide, Leo, I think.
Top 8.
Very classic.
Hard.
A4,
Top 4.
steady,
Hard
well
one.
balanced. Square shoulders
Hard. Keep
and
going.
all
Hard,
that.
hard, hard.
All good words when it comes to curling technique. Of course, a good slide will
Dragging it in hard.
make it easier for you to make your shots, and certainly easier for your skip to put up the broom.
Yeah, well, good curling technique can be many things. The most important thing is that you're able to do the same thing
What
every
happens
time.
if you just fall off the red?
And
If you
sometimes
came
it not
onto there,
won't
that's fine.
necessarily look as
That's
nice.
So what
But
way?
if you can do the same every time, that's
Watch, Ben's, are you
probably
gonna push
the
it
best
through?
way to go.
Just
Are
push
you
it
going to
back
push
a
it
wee
through?
bit.
Just go
yeah.
for there.
Yeah.
Yes, predictable is good in this case.
Yeah?
There's no point for
that's
style
good.
in curling,
You're looking
which
at
is
what
good
back
for
gateway?
certain players, like, well, I don't know, yours truly.
I don't mind falling off their front red, yeah?
You want to hit it on there then?
Your slide looks nice, Sander.
Need
Oh,
about
why,
there?
thank you.
I have seen
Here we
it
go.
live.
Just back four.
So Scott Becker trying to get to, well, the red stone is fully exposed.
No line.
Just a back four, wait, you heard him say, try and
Weights down.
strap it back.
Yep. Yep, then. Yep. Hard. Hard. Oh, hard. Okay, whoa, whoa, whoa. Where's your weight? It's on the other one. Whoa. Get a roll off. Yep.
Try
Hard.
to freeze it.
Hard.
This one's just going to over curl everything.
No, it's not terrible.
Yeah, Bridget calling for line pretty much on release there.
At least we can crutch it.
Oh,
Okay.
back 4.
A similar call from Team Israel, just back 4 weight, just looking to tap this redstone up. Leo did move to Israel last year. Lives in Holon, plays for the Holon Curling Club, and has helped a great deal with the
Back 4.
wheelchair curling team in Israel,
See line.
Yep.
which
Back
is pretty
four.
much where
Use the
the
curl a bit.
Israel
Use the
Curling
curl.
Federation started when they went to play the qualification event in Lillehammer, Norway.
Well, that's good. Nice shot.
Very nice tap up to cover the pin there. Well, it'd be hard to see how they can get that stone out, but they might be looking at this
Even if you
double
just
on the
jam.
2 top
Okay.
reds first.
But you might be able to go
Okay. Coming this way.
peel.
Here is New Zealand coach Hans Frauenlob. Of course, both experienced seniors and mixed doubles player, and also commentator for the World Curling Federation on occasions.
Yeah, and he's actually playing the seniors this year.
Yep, and coaching here. He's a busy guy.
Well, I remember he had played the mixed doubles and the seniors before, so this is maybe taking less of a toll on his on his knees,
Yeah.
not having to play both, but at least sit on the bench and watch.
I believe he did so in Fredericton and made it to playoffs in both.
Whoa.
Wow.
Whoa, whoa.
The arenas was really, they were really close together, so he could just run back and forward. I guess it was just a little different because the ice conditions were different in both arenas as well, so
Of course.
he had to adjust, but he did a good job.
You can almost run from one arena, play one shot, come back, play.
Can't do that.
Yeah, his
Play
schedule
another.
was almost like that year. It's crazy.
Is that one?
And Simon Pack, coach for Team Israel. I believe he's not playing in the seniors. All focused on coaching this team to win as many games as possible. As you see the coaches having a tiny chat there.
Yeah, I think mixed doubles overall seem to be very, very friendly. Of course, there's competition and Olympic points at stake, but it's a very nice atmosphere.
No line. Only with no line.
Just slow down.
What weight?
8, top 8, top 12. Slow in.
Well, I'm just going to slip past everything. Ends up in the back 8. I'm not quite sure what's left for New Zealand though, even with that miss.
Yeah.
Guess we'll have a look here.
Not going anywhere?
Well, if you could run that one straight back, that's popping off there. But then it's going to catch that one on the way past, and that'll be shot.
What about the front one?
Yeah. Which one do you like? Straight back or there?
I
I like that one.
same.
It'll drag that way a wee bit.
Okay.
So I believe the run back's the only call here to score. I don't think it's possible to score more than one, but you go this red guard down onto the yellow top 8, onto the red stone top 4, onto the red stone on the 1 foot, and those red stones would pretty much trade places and leave the yellow stone lying shot. Simple as that. Bridget Becker with the last stone of the third end. A tall task to get up on the board here. And it doesn't sound very good as it's coming down the ice. I'll just tick off the red stone.
One red.
And it will be one red for Israel.
Good luck.
New Zealand so far failing to score.
No, we just got to stop letting them get these wee steals.
On the
on us.
scoreline after 3, 4-0 in favour of Team Israel.
Huh?
Maybe we should just block that one up.
Blocked up where?
I'll swing.
Okay, what way? You prefer?
So yet again, it is Rachel to start off the end. Having seen them score in all ends,
T.
they have to start, but that's a good problem.
Other way.
If you're always starting the end, it means you're winning. So the outturn draw again, looking for a draw to the 1 foot.
Nice. Perfect.
Pretty good draw weight.
Yeah, she's been very good with those draws.
All right, David.
I heard Scott Becker say there just before, when in the end of the third, we just have to stop giving up those little steals. And that's a good point. They're leaving themselves some options, but then Israel's just been really good at taking advantage of any New Zealand mistake.
Whoa, just wait, just wait, just wait.
Gotta go.
Okay, bring it back. Straight line now.
Yeah, I gotta go for white. Need a hand.
Come on, hard bid, hard bid. You got it, you got it, you got it.
No, I don't.
Ooh, okay, it's in that spot. Hard luck.
Had to go for white.
Hey?
Needed to go for white.
Not failing to bring that to,
Little less.
well, close enough to the 4 foot. So more or less a guard for Israel to come around. Could ever freeze their own redstone here, it would be really good.
Where is it?
Wait, good.
Heavy?
Top,
This one
top
here.
8.
Just top 8.
Top 4.
Fast. Whoa, 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 whoa,
Still
whoa.
line. Top 4. Still line.
Needs to curl. Needs to curl. Yep, hard, hard. Yep, keep going.
And
hard,
this
hard,
one's
hard,
going to be great
Yeah.
from Rivkind. Again, New Zealand in trouble.
No, other way, Biddy. I can see some of their red on the outside, you see, so if you catch it, you'd almost take a double with Peel.
So, straight run back. I believe. Gonna try and spill the reds in the 4 foot.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. You're gonna hit on
That is
hard.
never a good sign.
Yeah.
Okay, straight back.
No, it's too late now.
Well, works out fine. Feels the center guard. Rolls off.
I like it.
And that's really New Zealand on the back foot in this end as well.
Yeah, it's a tough start to this end. It's the thing in mixed doubles. It's really just the one draw coming up a bit short, and then
For line.
Israel sinks another one in there, and it's already looking really difficult.
Curl a bit.
Just because you
Right
don't
over
have
top
that many
again.
stones either, there's not
Yep, yep.
a
Hard.
lot of chances
Okay, over
to
and
get
off.
back
Off, off, off.
and to clean things up.
Nice shot.
Little deeper. Okay.
That's okay, it's good.
I can see quite a bit of their red rock.
All right. This one, this one.
Put your brush down.
Well, if you take your guard off, you take the guard off.
Okay. Is it the front? Is it the front stone I can see? Put your broom down where I'll show you. Yeah. Is that hitting the top one?
Pretty much, yep.
Yep. Okay.
So
Here we go.
thinking that
Catch the guard, catch the guard.
you can see enough of the redstone top 4 to make a direct hit at it.
Yep.
And if he throws enough weight, we'll definitely get some action on the second one.
Don't think there's a lot of it he can see though. But, maybe enough
Yep.
for Scott.
Whoa,
For Scott also jumping up and sweeping his own peel.
whoa, 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 whoa.
Looking
This-
pretty close. Does get the top one. Just got it too thin. Wasn't able to move that second red very far, but certainly helps New Zealand.
Hey, hey.
Yeah, as you see, I don't think he could have hit a lot more of
Maybe
it.
just move them with my guard man instead of coming out to it. Why don't we just try
Came fairly close to the top Yellowstone.
Top 12.
Yes.
Guard. Top 12 guard.
Yep.
Top 12.
Yes. Yes.
Top 12.
Yep. Yes. Get a little. No, it's not getting there.
I'll have to say his weight call was spot on.
Yeah, top 12.
Just not quite what he was looking for. Has sort of over curled and exposed that shot stone a wee bit. So a chance for Scott Becker to come down on the outturn and perhaps tap it up a wee bit.
Get two. Out of that one shot.
Yeah, so he's coming down in the hack now from just having thrown 2 peels. Need to just find the weight to the back 8.
Weight's good.
Okay, no line.
Scott Becker, a part of that New Zealand team that impressed everyone at the
Close.
World Men's Curling Championship in Basel 2012. Just losing out in that tiebreaker to Sweden's Nicholas Edin to make it to the playoffs. I believe beating the likes of Canada, Glenn Howard, the Canadian skipper winning the title that year.
This is a wee bit more weight. You can give a. You worried they run?
Just bouncing off a wee bit for
I'm okay with you.
New Zealand.
Yeah, he had good weight, just
Yeah, that's fine.
didn't manage to get enough curl, and it is still Israel lying shot.
So top 4, yeah?
Top 4.
And they're on a pretty good angle as well, so
Like this, yeah?
if they can just get another one, trying to get this the second one on the nose of the yellow. Even to the inside as well. Could possibly sit too.
Rachel Katzman from Windsor, Ontario, just on the other side of the river from Detroit in the USA.
Let's see.
The Detroit River that separates the two cities and the two countries.
Too heavy. Oh, no, no, no.
Flowing.
plays out of the Roseland Golf and Curling Club in Windsor. As this draw, just not quite finding the curl. We'll end up corner freezing that Yellowstone on the outside.
Okay, nice.
But it doesn't look too bad for Israel.
No, I don't really think New Zealand can use that to get shot. I think might need to try and get there on their own.
Scott
They even
thinking
gonna
he
get
can play
shot?
a hit and roll off the red
Oh, no,
stone.
you'll get shot,
Roll the shooter
but I'm just
and
trying
the
to work
Yellowstone on
out
the
if you
far
get
foot towards the centre.
hit
It
it
looks
hard.
pretty hard.
No, I think it's sticking around all day on that one there.
Okay.
It's close. If they were lined up a wee bit more that way, you'd definitely have a go at it.
Well, wait.
Might just have to throw, just to move that back there. Take one.
Okay.
You don't really have anything else.
Well, I think there's two ways to score one here. It's maybe just
Just throw.
drawing
back
into the
out.
1 foot. Simple, well,
Back
simple
four,
enough.
Back out.
Hack.
I think you could just
Just
catch
gotta get
this
it so
red
that
stone
that
on the
moves
wing
back and this rolls over onto here.
quite thin. And
Just got to nose that one, but
we'll see these stones go
Anywhere
bang,
on
bang,
this
bang. And I
side's
think that yellow will be sitting shot. We'll see.
Yeah, they're definitely going for that option. They do need to put a point on the board.
stay close to it. Yep,
Yes?
yep. Whoa. Whoa. Whoa.
Is it curling or not?
Yeah,
They got it?
yeah.
You will, well, they make contact. There we go, bang, bang. Yellowstone will be shot, and it's a first point for New Zealand, but still trailing
Shot.
by 3. So some work to do.
The only other thing you had is maybe try
And with 4 ends played, that marks half time. And teams will have a chance to talk to their coaches. And I think especially for New Zealand, maybe just reset and start focusing on making a few more shots. Definitely not over here. After all, it is mixed doubles play. Anything can happen. We'll have some highlights for you. But first, I'd like for Sarah to maybe update you on the scores elsewhere in the Löfbergs Arena.
Of course. Luxembourg has a 5-1 lead playing Romania. And Kazakhstan took one and then stole 2 singles, so they're up 3-0 on Turkey. It's a close-fought game between England and Norway, but Norway with a slight advantage there. They're up 4-3, and they're going to have hammer when they start the 5th end. Finally, it's 2 each between Wales and Scotland. Wales with hammer in the 5th end over there. In the first end of the game between Israel and New Zealand, Bridget Becker for New Zealand came up a little short with her final draw, and it was Rachel Katzman for Israel that managed to catch this little piece of the forefoot, so 1 for sure. And after a measure, umpire calls it 2 for Israel, so they are up to a 2-0 start. Then in the second end,
It's just one if you don't make it, so.
Israel playing really good, and Bridget Becker tries to come around and tap a few stones, but she will over curl. Israel steals one, and they take a 3-0 lead. In the third end, it's again Bridget Becker left with a tricky shot. Tries a double run back to score one. Fails to get this to curl enough, and there will be another steal for Team Israel, now up 4-0 after 3. Then finally, in the fourth end, once again, Bridget Becker trying to pick up the score for New Zealand. And she comes up with a really nice one. Gets the red one on the outside and leaves 1 yellow counter. So after 4 ends, it's Israel 4, New Zealand 1.
I believe the teams are just making their way back onto the ice, and it does seem like we have power play action. And that would be Israel using their power play. Can you explain us what this is and why Israel is using it now?
I can explain it. It's once a game, when you have hammer, you're allowed to use your power play, not in the extra end though. And this means that you will start the end with a corner guard, and then the team with hammer will also have a stone behind the corner guard, touching the T-line, which makes it a little more open. And normally it's very good to either score a multiple or also if you want a defensive end. So we normally see teams save them up for later on in the game, but it's certainly also strategy. I mean, Israel, they're ahead a little bit. They have hammer, and it's both an opportunity to keep New Zealand from stealing, which I'm sure they would love to, and maybe also score multiple once more. And Bridget Becker, though, she's gotten New Zealand off to a flying start, actually, because she's managed to push the corner guard into the rings, and she's rolled out. So the red stone is exposed, and they now have a shot stone in the center.
Flying good.
Back 8.
And now it looks like Israel will be playing a tap on the yellow stone. I think you might see some teams throw the corner guard here, but is this maybe just to control the end and make sure they score, already being 3 up?
Yeah, I guess it depends on if you're using the power play as a defensive call or if you're using it to try and score a lot of points.
I was thinking, since it's just the fifth end, I was thinking Israel were wanting to maybe go for it and maybe put another 2 or 3 up on the board. But in the end, this stone pulling up short as a center guard is definitely not the call. And it really favors New Zealand, I think, and Scott Becker will be looking to draw around it.
Weights up.
Okay. Little bit for line, yep. 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 Hard. Real hard.
No, okay. Restrict.
Get a,
Sorry, buddy.
So you'll see Scott Becker also pulling up short down this path, just a little bit inside the draw path. You see that over curling the center line. So both players getting caught out on a new path of ice here, some fresh pebble.
Yeah, I think we've seen that a few times already this week. Once the teams use the corner guards, they don't always know what the ice is going to do. And Leonid
Control.
Rivkin
Yes.
Control up.
Whoa.
Control
now
up.
allowed to take out, so a good
Jump.
chance for Israel to
Lost.
now sit 2. Maybe spread the stones
Okay, roll
out
now.
a little bit. Just like that. And there is still a center guard, but the roll there is quite long, so New Zealand has to decide whether they want to take a risk, draw in behind it, or be a little more safe and try and remove
Coming inside out.
the red stones.
Normal bid.
Well, you're 3 down here. Almost feels like it's time to take that risk to come around the guard, but they will play the hit and roll.
I just think, it would be easier to place a really good stone there with a draw than rather than a roll.
Sit.
My fault. Sorry, Scotty. Go stone.
Okay.
Do you want to peel these?
No, I like top 4.
Here?
Yeah. Yeah.
That was Rachel just asking if they were wanting to peel the center guard, which would obviously be more of a defensive move and make sure they score. But Leo keeping
Where is it?
his eyes on the ball,
Wait, good.
on the prize, scoring a couple
Mine's
here. Wanting to come
Not
around
getting
the center guards and draw
Still
top
fine.
4. Let's see if he can figure out the draw weight here.
Yellow, yellow, yellow.
No,
They've
look.
been able to
Coming around
communicate
guard.
this path.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Looks lovely,
Whoa,
this
whoa,
one.
whoa, whoa. Keep behind them.
And I will just
Nice.
stop top 8.
Shame it didn't go a couple inches that way.
Hey?
Said shame it didn't go a wee bit further that way.
He's
What do you like?
he's a master of
Come down and freeze to it?
You can come down
the
there, Dad.
hindsight. It feels
Where's it
like
sitting?
Scott Becker.
It's top 8.
Okay.
Behind top 12.
I feel like he's
happy
always
with
got
that?
a smile on
Yep.
his
We're
face
gonna
when he
try and
says
come
all
down
these
like
things.
hack
So
weight and see if you can get to it.
No, I can't see any of it.
Okay. Yeah?
Bit more, Biddy.
Well, I have to play the
Bit
hit and
more,
roll
but
on the
yeah.
previous shot. I guess he could have played it on this one too. It's a little bit harder to draw there now.
Line's pretty good.
Weight's much better than the first.
Where is it? Got no line. No line. You want to take it back behind it?
Yep.
Take it. Oh, too late. Whoa, too late. Whoa, just crazy.
Sit. Okay.
Okay, we'll play the freeze.
Is that your last
And
one?
that's going to be second shot.
Had second shot.
That was Leo just taking a look at the time, feeling there's time enough to come down and have a little chat about the next shot.
Maybe take time out.
We can.
So he will call for a timeout. Just looking for the umpire. There we go. And we will have Simon Pack come down, their team coach,
Their shot is here.
the
Bump us
director of
Their
development
shot
for
one.
the Israeli Curling Federation.
I'm not sure that they can make enough to make.
To get it out?
Yeah.
I think they can.
We can make something like this, but it will be open draw for them.
Yeah.
If you make something like this, we put
So I
on
kind
draw.
of want to come top 4, because even if they do that, then we have one in the house shot, and then for my last one, I'll come in and. There.
Maybe a little overcurl to also look like this.
Okay.
From the same weight like this. Or
Yeah.
we can make little hit. No, it will be
No,
open.
it's
for
open, they
and
hit.
roll. Yeah, I don't like it.
There.
They have one more shot.
Higher's fine.
They one more shot, so they will make
This.
the draw. And you, board weight, hit and roll for 2.
Yep.
You agree?
Yeah.
Coach.
He draws.
I like freeze here.
All right, and his next shot.
The next shot, I think they have one shot more, so they will try to do something like this. It's not easy. If they will be close, we make just board weight
So
for 1. If it's little open, so board weight for hit and roll for 2.
plan A is to take away that.
I like
Yeah.
what mistake in
Higher.
guard good?
Yeah. Actually, I like this better.
Yeah. So maybe give a little more ice.
Yeah.
So if it's not curled, it's not bad. But if it's okay, so yeah.
Just staying
It was the
tight.
broom for me, the last one. What was the last broom for me?
Put here.
Just a little more, I think. So yeah,
All right,
put
so give it the Adam Freilich style around the corner. You guys got it good.
I am quite sure
top 12. Top 8.
Top 12.
that was Simon slipping Adam Frelick's name in because Adam has asked for it. Just a hunch.
When you're on TV, you better make the most of it.
Adam Frelick, a part of the Israeli men's team that finished 4th in the European B group this year, alongside Leo here.
So they're going to come and freeze to this yellow one. I think they better be careful where they put this because they're thinking it's going to take the draw away from New Zealand.
Needs to curl a bit.
But I think
Gonna
it could
pile.
also help New
Wait for it.
Zealand with more,
Yeah.
just use that one as a guard as well.
Yep.
If
yep.
they set another one angle frozen here. And if they ever come all the way to the button, all the way behind all of them,
Nice.
it'll be difficult to find that little board weight that they were talking about to remove it.
Back here's fine too.
Okay.
Just got to get a piece of the 4 anywhere down this line.
So big draw for Bridget Becker. A good one here could allow them a steal.
I felt pretty good.
Okay. Yep.
Turn it
Whoa,
ahead.
whoa,
Gonna go for white.
whoa! Whoa! Ready, have a look. Get on the other side and finish it. Give
Go,
hard.
go.
Give hard. Finish it back. Finish it back. Get it back there. Get it back there. Get it back there. Great shot.
Looking to bear this as much as possible. We'll draw the 1 foot.
Sitting out.
And if we're name dropping Israeli curling players, I'll say that's just Jeff Lutz, that one in there.
Okay, Hawk.
Is he asking you to get his name on the show?
No, but I figured in all fairness, Leo's teammates gets
think so.
mentioned.
Yeah, it's a
You
good
like
thing
it?
they have you to
Yeah.
keep them from fighting each other.
I'm sure they're all watching.
So she did a good job of playing that draw, Bridget Becker, but just as Israel thought with their timeout, it is a little bit open. So Rachel Katzman can remove it. If she gets enough of it and don't play too much weight, she could even stick around for 2, but I don't think that's the main objective.
Pull up. Needs to curl.
Well, last one of the 15. Israel up by 3. Could be up by more here if this curls a bit more. Rachel Katzman was looking to catch that Yellowstone in the 4 foot, but will slide all the way past. And it's a steal of 1 for New Zealand.
Want to make board weight with.
And is this a sign of a momentum change, perhaps? We shall see. 3 more ends to go. 4 shots to 2 for Israel.
give you a wee bit more ice on your draw, bud. That was great weight.
Okay.
So we're all set for the 6th end
Okay,
of
line's a wee bit
this
tighter.
game between Israel and New Zealand here in Karlstad, Sweden. If you're just joining us, this is the World Mixed Doubles Curling Championship.
Got more weight.
And you're listening to myself, Sander Rod, and my lovely expert, Sara Karlsson.
Thank you so much, Sander.
Dying fast. Go.
Well, I mentioned
Whoa, whoa, up
Got it
here,
up.
up here.
there might be a momentum change on the hand. You know, New Zealand stealing one there, clawing their way back.
Slack.
Do you feel
Sing it up.
Yeah, good.
that's happening, or is Israel still very much in control?
I'm not going to say that they're very much in control, but I think a steal of one is not the end of the world. But yeah, I think 2 points up. It's still in favor of Israel, but at the same time, I also feel like anything could happen. I mean, this is mixed doubles. We've seen big scores and big steals and all of it many times over.
High, high, high.
We even saw Finland give up 4 yesterday to be tied before the final end, so it's not impossible.
You know what, I believe that was earlier today, Sarah.
That's true.
Long days in Löfbergs Arena.
Yeah, just a lot of games.
Yeah, well, the first draw is 8 o'clock in the morning, and the last one is at 9, so
Whoa.
tons of curling.
Yeah, of course, this being a record a world championship when it comes to participation. There's 42 teams in the world mixed doubles this year.
Come on, get
Everyone
hard,
wants a
hard,
chance at those Olympic points.
hard. Yep, all the way. Hard,
Scott Becker really working this draw, wanting to bump up the yellow just a tiny bit, and they will.
Just not quite enough to be shot, but it's good effort on sweeping there for Scott.
Where is it?
Wait, good.
T?
Back 4.
Whoa,
Oh,
whoa,
back 8.
whoa, 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 whoa.
A lot of weight.
That's a great way calling. Back 4, back 8, lots of weight. Just having to be completely honest about that. And we'll end up splitting that red stone, creating a bit of a nest in the back there. And definitely New Zealand lying one now. A great chance for New Zealand to again put some pressure on Israel.
You like that?
Draw another one down.
Now I would say there's a little bit of a momentum change
This way.
in this end,
That yellow will go at their red, yeah?
because it's a really great setup for New Zealand. Wouldn't mind seeing them just drawing here. They don't need to get rid of that back red, and I also think that's a call.
Just the same weight as my last. Bit
Sneak
more ice,
another
buddy.
one in here and really leave Israel wondering what they're going to do.
Same weight.
Look a little down. Where is it? Yep. Yep. Where is it?
Same weight.
Line's great. Yep. Oh, hard, 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 hard. Come on. Come on, go, 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 go. Still on that one. Come on.
Okay.
Gets a little tap and
You could do this.
throws off.
Huh?
You could do that.
Not too bad. They still have all their yellows up front, controlling the top of the house.
Yeah, that's what mixed
Do you want
doubles
to
is
peel?
all about.
Make just or maybe peel.
I like peel.
Okay. So double peel, yeah?
Yeah.
Like this.
Think about that. Okay.
So now Israel looking at the defensive call, trying to open things up here. It's probably not a bad idea. They're up by 2 points. I'd say it's really important just to make sure you can score here. And you can't wait too long. You only have 5 stones to play. And the regular curling format, you have 8 stones, and it's usually your second player
We'll see what
is where you
happens
start bailing out. And just like in the 4-man curling, mixed doubles, it's important to choose to bail out early.
Yeah, and I agree with this call. They were looking at the yellow ones in the rings, but didn't really look like that was going to do them very much.
Well, just going to get the 1, so not helping them too much there.
Pat, like 2 feet more than my last.
There?
The same ice is fine, yeah?
Okay. You happy with that?
We're just throwing back 2 to tap it back.
Okay.
Back 2.
That would be a system that I'm not really used to.
I believe that would be the back 4. They're sort of splitting, not using the diameter of the forfeit, just the radius. So the radius of the forfeit would be 2 feet.
Back 2.
Okay.
So
That's why
Stay close.
I'm going to say that's why you're the expert, but that was wrong because I am the expert for this game. That's why we're going to have you as the expert tomorrow.
Oh, like hard. Hard, Scotty. Hard.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Yeah, I know, but I wasn't getting.
And that's a tap right there. And a really nice tap by Scott Becker. Now New Zealand sitting 2. Just the 1 guard now, though, so Israel could maybe clean this up a little bit.
And what we will have, we can try to do something like this.
They also want to be a little careful because there are 2 red catchers back there.
Are you comfortable with this?
Losing the best one will leave the top yellow sitting, well, counting as well.
What about them?
I am.
We
But
can
if
do
enough
like
is
this.
fine.
Slash.
This one? Okay.
I like this one.
You want this one?
People like this. Normal up.
Yep.
So I believe that's a slash they're looking for here. Catching the outside of the yellow stone next to Rachel's broom. Slashing them onto the 2 yellows on the center line, trying to open things up here. Catches it high enough here and might be able to get all the top 3 yellows moving. Try and get them off the top house. This one though seems to be over curling. Just going to stuff it on the forfeit. New Zealand still lying 2, maybe 3.
It's not bad. This is in the top.
It was not a big hole that they managed to push it through, but at least avoided to remove any of the reds just in case that red one is out counting the top yellow. And I think Bridget Becker is just going to throw the guard with her last. Try and leave Israel with a difficult draw to score 1. And making Rachel Katzman face 2.
Stay on this side, Billy. Stay on this side. Whoa!
Gotta go.
Bridget Becker's played 14 Pacific and Pacific Asia Curling Championships throughout her career.
In the back.
That's
Yep, in the back.
110 games.
What, that is not curl?
It's impressive numbers.
Oh,
Oh, sorry.
Very experienced.
Oh,
Hard luck. Good try.
See? But I'm not sure.
Doesn't curl enough for her. Maybe just enough to make that tap on the red stone a little more difficult. Not quite sure if you can tap it just dead, dead tap to the button here. Might just be in the way. Tons of curl on the ice here, so might have to come very close to that to make the straight tap. But you can certainly tap the red stone with some weight onto the yellow stone on the side of the forfeit.
Back four. Okay.
So back four. Weight, I think. That should probably be enough to be able to
Back four. Yeah.
come through here and catch a stone on the nose. So a tough shot here left for Rachel Katzman. Only a 17-year-old.
Yeah, she's gonna need. I think she's gonna need to come really, really close to the guard as played by Bridget, in order not to over curl this. But as you said, Sander, it is there.
Her sporting idol is Jennifer Jones, reigning Olympic champion.
Line good.
Back four.
Oh.
Back eight. Back eight. Curling. Back eight.
Might be hanging on that guard that Bridget Becker threw. No, we'll go past it. The red stone, but where will it end up? It's going to tap it all the way through, jam in the back. What is that going to be? That's going to be one for New Zealand. They'll score again. They've scored 3 ends in a row now. And really just clawing back step by step on Israel. After it was Israel that scored in the 3 first ends. So after 6, Israel leading the game 4 shots to 3. 2 more ends to go. Things are shaping up. Back in action on sheet alpha.
Line's good.
It's the 6th
I think
end
I've
of
got
play.
more weight, Scotty. Way heavy.
Remember you're out a bit wider.
Bridget
Got
Becker
lots of
and
weight.
Scott
Well,
Becker
get on the other side then.
have now scored 3 ends in a row
Ready?
after
No, it's way too heavy.
being down 4-0 after the first 3 ends of play.
Okay.
But this draw from Becker will not match the ones she's had the last few ends.
Wow.
It will slip all the way to the back 12, just hanging on.
Good try.
Scott always
Hey, don't worry.
a positive, a cheerful teammate though. It's a good try. Don't worry. It's good there. It's full of encouragement. So 64% for Rachel Katzman.
T.
Well, I actually had a chance to play with Scott Becker a tiny bit
Slow down a
because he
bit.
came to my
Copy.
hometown or city of Oslo
Line good.
in Norway.
Still
As he
dragging.
was, they were traveling around Europe a little bit for
Copy
practice,
still.
as they don't have, well, they don't really have too much ice time back home. And I was playing with Bridget and Scott. We had a little fun skins game against the New Zealand senior team.
And how did you do?
We got all skins.
What do you
I
like?
like, yeah, I like
That's what I
coming in
thought.
there. No, I like Betty.
I told you you had a good slide.
Get that
I
angle
was
on it.
merely there to
Yeah.
confuse them.
Top 2, yeah?
Yeah.
With your Norwegian?
I was making the ice. if anything.
Ah, okay. So 67% for Scott Becker.
Mine's good.
We pop.
I
it's
believe
a bit
you
heavy, I
said,
think.
Uh-oh.
you told me anyway, it's about 5 hours for him to get to
Okay,
the
weight's good.
nearest
Yeah.
curling rink.
To
in New
get to
Zealand.
the rink where they practice, it's a 5-hour drive. So yeah, it's not. They've not really had any chance to practice a lot together. And well, they won the right to represent New Zealand already in July of 2015. So he said we basically haven't curled since we won, so that's why they came early for a little European trip for a couple of weeks. So they've had, I think, 2.5 weeks training together in different European countries before this event.
I believe Bridget lives in a country that doesn't even have a curling club.
That will also make it hard.
Australia.
Yes. And, good numbers for Leonid Rivkint. 75% is pretty good for mixed doubles.
Stop 8.
Yep, keep going. Hard, hard, hard. Yes, get a pass, get a pass. Okay, throw it on the other side. Yes, yes. Okay.
Sorry.
That's okay.
Inside? No.
A little bit.
0-8.
I could have given you more.
Yeah.
Be all right?
Well, what about coming that way and doing the same thing that I just played?
And come and sit there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Didn't seem too convinced.
Roll off there, Red.
Bridget.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah,
just
fine.
just the same weight.
That is the call in the end. As you'll see, New Zealand with just less than 3 minutes on the clock. I'd say they're in a bit of a hurry.
I would say so
No
too.
line.
Weight's the same.
No line.
I guess this is the 7th end,
Same
so
way.
Okay.
only one more to go after this. But you've done the math, Sander. How much time would you like for each end?
Well,
Oh, yeah.
22 minutes of thinking time divided by 8 ends equals 2 minutes and 45 seconds. But they still have the timeout left for Hans Frauenlob to enter the ice, and they'll have some time for that. But they can't think too much on this end.
I'll keep that.
Didn't quite get to the face of the red stone, but hope the curls will be wet and will freeze their own yellow. Not too bad there. Leonid Rivkin is 25
Back
years
4.
old.
Whoa.
T-line.
Quarter of a century.
Use the curl. Use the curl. Use the curl.
That's true.
Yes. Yes. Hard. Hard away. Yes, yes, yes. Too much.
This one also losing its handle a wee bit. We've seen that a few times this game.
Yeah, maybe actually not giving them so much rotation.
What are you thinking?
And on this type of surface with these
jamming.
stones, if you don't give them
Hit that. That's
a lot
going
of
down.
rotation, that can easily happen.
I think guard this Red on this side, Billy.
Well, I believe back in
Yeah.
Holon in Israel, I don't think they have a dedicated curling club yet, but they play on hockey ice. So that might be a little different from the World Championship conditions
pretty
here.
good.
Mid.
Quite possibly.
Tell me when.
Alright. It's alright. It's alright. It's gonna overcurl, I think. Just leave it. Get it over and leave it. Bring it over a little bit. Whoa,
Whoa,
no, it's gonna
whoa,
go. Whoa.
And New Zealand now guarding this
You like that?
outturned side. I'm thinking that Israel can't really do much on the intern. Just those yellows gonna catch the back reds.
Yeah, so put little more ice.
Okay.
And put like this. This also good.
Yeah.
So this is a bit of a setup shot here for Israel. Thinking to corner freeze the shot stone. That's a pretty difficult shot to make, but if you can make it, that's a stone they can later make a hit on and get the shot stone moving. Of course, New Zealand might just throw a guard on it, but there might be a run back available.
Yeah, you're right, Sander. Just it's also one of those shots that you need to be careful with because they need to be good. Don't really want to just touch it and roll out. I guess there's not that much for New Zealand to roll back in. There's not a lot of space left in the forefoot.
Wait, good.
Mine's good. Switch. Switch. Hard, hard, hard.
Well, I believe this one will pull up a little bit short, just top 12. Basically guarding those yellows. I think we might still see New Zealand throw a guard somewhere.
To leave us lying 2. Do you want to take a time now or save it?
It's up to you.
I think take it.
All right.
Time
Yeah,
out.
they don't have a lot of time, so take it.
Yeah, if there's if they're going to discuss anything at all, they're going to have to take a timeout here. So what they're
You come
thinking
down
is
now onto the
maybe
spike
there's no
code,
point in
probably
guarding
get that
anything
one, though.
because
What
it's
happens
already
then?
singing pretty
I
good.
click this one,
And maybe
then
they
am
can
I
move
just
some
opening it
stones
up
about
for
and
anything?
try and sit 2.
I don't want to have to hit on that, and that might push that one in.
It's
You
just,
know,
an,
if
all, it's
it
just an all-out fight for the last end. Then if they just give us one, it's just an all-out.
Hans from Lob
For the extra.
is making his way onto the ice.
I quite
I
like the
just
hammer.
really like to put some pressure on them here, eh?
Come down into there.
Yeah.
But then they can just come and sit on us, though. They might get shot.
They might get shot. Coach,
Hello, coach.
Are we one?
we're one.
Yep. Okay, and I kind of like your thought about playing to the one at the back. That wasn't a bad. Was that your thought?
Just tapping that, rolling to here.
Only danger there, yeah, you need to make sure that ours didn't lead in an inside double.
That's what I worry
Yeah,
about.
yeah.
If it overcurled or something, even if I tick that over, then I'm.
Yeah, but even if you catch this, no, it doesn't matter. You
Yeah,
catch
but
that,
what
it
about
won't matter
this
because
one?
you're only going to
What
move it to there.
What have they got now?
At the moment, try for a draw.
Well, if you take that away and you steal one, you come home tied, right?
Yeah. So I don't think this side's any danger, to be honest.
Well, that's what I mean. If they don't have a shot, don't,
Well, I
don't
mean,
set it up for them.
If they can't. They run that. It's just going that all day.
Yeah. So if you don't think they got a shot, take away the one they might have. I think so. Do you like that?
Yep. It's
What do you
just
think, Bid?
the side. What do you think, Bid?
Okay.
They try and play anything at this side, they're going to play. Could play the shot
Okay,
first.
do that. Yep, I like it.
We just got to find somewhere where it'll curl.
I don't know. And then it'll curl too much.
Yes, the consensus here is just to make
You got
sure they
time,
get the
Biddy.
1.
Don't rush.
I think they could eat. Yeah, I don't mind the call bumping
Yep.
the red stones in the
Yep,
back
yep,
for,
go.
but it is true
We're
that
on that
if you,
line,
if you
yeah?
ever
Block that draw.
Beautiful.
miss, you might
Down
set
there.
something up
I
for
don't
Israel
know.
to score.
Maybe if it curls.
Now,
Yeah.
Even more. Just catch the
I don't
eye.
have the best memory, Sarah. Have New Zealand used their power play?
No.
No, because they didn't really have had the
Stay
chance
with it,
because
yeah?
they've been stealing
feels a bit
the
heavy,
last couple of
Scotty.
ends.
Yeah,
we don't
you'd
want
normally
heavy.
like to
Oh, well.
save your
Take it
power
back.
plate, but they've been stealing and stealing, so they actually don't have it.
We don't want anything back.
Well, Israel has
take
used
it
their
back?
power
No, it's
play.
too late now. Forward. Forward.
Ah.
Okay. Yeah, no, that's fine.
I was thinking if they
No, it's not.
played
nothing
a bit
wrong with
more
it. They can't
risky
do
shot
anything
to
with it.
maybe try and steal 2 here, but if they ended up giving away a chance to score 1,
Steal it.
they're 2 down and they can use their power play, so maybe it's worth the risk of trying to steal 2.
So what? Am I
That's
saying
what-
it just doesn't curl?
Yeah.
Just didn't see it.
As you'll see, Israel just throwing this one through, feeling there's no shot available, and I can't agree more.
Yeah.
So it will be a tied game here at 4 each. And that's after Israel leading the game 4-0 after 3 ends, so quite the drama. Israel have used their power play. New Zealand have not, but they won't be able to because Israel has last stone
Biddy,
for
foot
the
top
8th
house, yeah?
end. So
Yeah.
that's the first time we've seen that
Doesn't need to be on
happen on the broadcast anyway.
Yeah, 2 minutes.
One
really,
more end to
that's
go.
it.
We got heaps of time.
Yeah.
What handle do you want to come on? What handle, yeah?
So that, well, there's the time clocks for you. 1 minute and 47 seconds left to play the 8th end for New Zealand. That's 1 minute less than the average they get. So they're needing to be quite swift in their decision making.
Wade's felt
Yeah,
pretty
I
good.
believe they're aware though. Heard Bridget give Scott a little warning.
Yes,
We don't
Mr.
have,
Earl?
we only have 2 minutes, and Scott
Just wait now.
staying positive, saying we have heaps of
Swing it a
time.
wee bit. Swing it a
Well,
wee
they
bit.
have 5
Whoa, whoa,
stones
whoa,
to
whoa.
play, and this first one they have spent 0 seconds on, so that's a good start.
Fine there.
Yeah, but there's always, I mean, this is still a good draw, and it's close. That can always happen. But when you're short on time, how easy is it to just play your stone a little too hard?
Well, it is. It's your heart racing a little bit. And sometimes you're just kicking out the hack a little more than what you're thinking you are.
Yeah, just thinking that you need to do everything a little faster.
See?
So I guess sometimes you also slide a little faster.
No line. A lot of weight. A lot of line.
Well,
A little back.
maybe Rachel
Last
Katzman
one. It's coming in
have
nicely.
been sliding a little faster than she's wanting to here. No?
I think
Weight
she
coming
just-
off it.
Yeah,
Hard, 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 hard.
she came out really, really wide and just, I guess, grabbed a little more pebble there, got some more finish, and also took a little weight
I don't
off.
mind. I quite like, even if you were on the nose of that, not that bad.
Okay.
What do
I
you
like
like?
coming
We
this
just
way,
wanna put it
but yeah, I
there.
like coming this way. No, other handle.
Okay.
Sorry.
Scott preferring the out-turn draw to try and sit in the pocket.
Got room.
Weight's good. Probably have
Stay
to go
close.
a wee bit.
Okay, go. Line's great. Line's great. Yeah, a little bit. Yep. 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 Hard.
Get it right back onto that. Jesus, it's cool there anyway. Okay.
Not the worst spot, I think, for New
Shots,
Zealand.
Scotty.
Kind of corner throws in that red stone, kind of angling the shots away from the forefoot.
Where is it?
Weight good.
T? It's a little heavy.
Back floor.
Oh, needs
Oh.
to curl.
I think this is
Back
something we've
back
seen
eight.
from Israel in the
Back four.
last 4 ends. We've just been coming up a little heavy on a lot of draws. And this also was just slipping too far.
Okay.
And that 1 foot is fully open with some backing. And it looks quite juicy to draw to.
It certainly does. And Scott just threw a draw here, so just need to adjust the ice a bit, I believe. And put one on the button. So Israel not really
Stay away.
electing to try and go on the defense.
Okay, close.
Wee bit more.
Okay, gotta
Could
go out there on the frost, yeah?
Take the guard, try and get a few hits,
Oh,
keep
can
it
you bring it?
open,
Weight's
but
pretty good.
and that
Oh,
is
can you bring
really
it over?
difficult in
Yep.
mixed doubles because you have to wait
Just
until
wait.
you're allowed to hit anything.
Gotta curl. Yeah,
So
bring
they're
it in.
just playing this
Bring it in.
like every other end.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Whoa.
And
Sharp.
do you call that juicy as well, Sander?
That is a juicy shot for sure.
Yeah.
And Rachel Katzman
I don't think we have anything on the side.
would like to slash the red. It's definitely not an easy shot, but that would push the yellow one out to the side.
No.
Sit there. Where's that going?
What?
What do we do after that? Not much.
Because if we do it, will be jam and we close. I like this one.
Okay.
One more.
I don't mind coming
Same weight.
on top of this yellow, but I really think you need to play with some weight and tap these stones in the back 4 to kind of free up the shot stone. You play the straight freeze, and that shot stone's still just locked in there.
Yeah, I agree, Sander. The backing needs to go if you're Israel.
Yeah, Just, well, we'll see. He's been throwing back 8 weight for a few draws now, so might just
Put
end
more
up
inside.
bumping them
Good
after
for
all.
now. Whoa, whoa.
See line. Oh, back 4.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Needs to curl still. Whoa. Yes. Hard. Hard, hard, hard. Hard. Keep going. All the way, all the way, all the way. Hard, hard, hard. Very nice.
Well, it does bump them a wee bit. Sits on top.
Great shot.
I believe that's not a bad result for Israel.
No, not at all. It's only a little tap again, and the red one will be shot.
And now you can also see that red slash they were looking at. If they can,
There.
that's
Yep.
still there for the win. So I'm not sure if New Zealand can just guard this.
Oh, no line. Whoa.
Guard.
Whoa, you're way out. Whoa, no line, other side, yeah? Come on the other side.
Looks like they
Yep,
are just
can you
throwing
bring
the
it out?
guard
Guard
there.
for curl.
Okay. Whoa, whoa. Stop. Whoa. Stop.
Yep.
Bridget thought that was way out there. And as we've seen on a few draws, you come a little wider, catch some fresh pebble, and it tends to curl even a bit more.
You just go the other end and get ready to throw. Take your time.
35 seconds left for New Zealand. 1 minute 15 seconds left for Israel.
It'll move enough at least.
It is definitely a
Moving
bit
up,
tight for
please.
time for both.
Yep, Bridget Becker
that.
already making her way down to the hack.
What weight?
Just
Normal.
hope it doesn't get too
Normal here.
complicated for them, because they have
Here.
no time to
Yeah.
talk about it. And I think Israel's electing the slash that you were talking about now, Sander.
Yeah, I guess New Zealand were just hoping to guard up the tap and leaving them with the most difficult shot, knowing they couldn't guard both. Just hoping for a miss here, because if Leo makes this one, I'm not quite sure what New Zealand will be left with. We'll find out shortly. The penultimate stone for Team Israel.
Yes.
Looking for a little sideways tick.
Oh! Oh, needs to curl, needs to curl, needs to curl. Hard, 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 hard.
Will they make contact? No. It's going to go right past everything.
Sorry, it kept falling.
And I believe New Zealand could probably just throw a guard on the intern side here.
What you prefer?
And it would be pretty hard for Israel to win.
The same?
But now guarding the outturn again, I'm a little bit surprised, Sarah.
There.
Yeah, because Israel just attempted the other shot, and I think that's what they will prefer to attempt again.
This might just be the time clocks
Okay, line's good.
affecting
again.
the call.
Ooh. Okay, get on the other side of it. Other side of it.
This one also
Whoa,
seemingly
Oh,
wide.
Heavy.
Whoa, buddy.
Maybe a little heavy.
Whoa. Ah,
Whoa, bud.
Let's see where it pulls up
oh God.
in the end.
Eek.
I don't think
Like
that's
giving
going to
up?
help them very much. Now, actually, Israel have 3 options. They can play that same slash, they can play the tap, or they can even come off that Yellowstone
Sorry.
thrown by Bridget, but it looks like they will play the slash. So for me, that's it's just showing you that it's probably the wrong call from New Zealand on the last stone there. And the last stone of the game already on its way. Things are moving swiftly here, people. Just needing to catch a piece of this red stone. Leo could not make it. How about Katzman? No. It's going to go right past everything. New Zealand steals the game. What an exciting game we've had. Israel were up by 4 after 3 ends. After that, we saw Neelands take one, steal one, steal one, steal one, and steal one. And it's 5
so
shots to
sorry.
4. A victory for the Kiwis.
That's what happens when you make me play
Quite
with
the
11
comeback,
seconds on
Sarah.
the clock.
Sorry.
Yeah, what an amazing
make sure
second
those
half for
draws-
New Zealand. Just looking at the
Like that one
scoreboard,
there.
I know,
that's
right? It's
1
like,
1 1
that
1
side
1.
there, it's
No,
just
but
so
they
much
it's
toss
tight.
there.
It's just bang. And
It's got to be a little heartbreaking for Israel. So close, game in their hand, and then just coming down to those millimeters. There you see the scoreboard. Israel are off to a great start, but New Zealand really clawing their way back in the game. We are, of course, going to give you an interview with Team New Zealand, find out how they experienced the game. Also some highlights. And tomorrow we'll be back at 5:45 tomorrow evening with the game between Japan and England. So in the first end between New Zealand and Israel, Bridget Becker came up a little short with her final draw, so it was Rachel Katzman that had a draw to the edge of the forefoot for 2, and she will get just enough of the forefoot to make it. It was clear after the umpire measured, so after the first end it's a 2-0 lead for Israel. And again in the second end, Israel put a lot of pressure on New Zealand, and Bridget Becker tried to come around and tap a few stones up to score 1, but she will over curl. Israel will steal 1 to move ahead 3-0. And in the third end, it's again Bridget Becker with a tricky shot. She tries a double run back to score 1. Fails to make enough contact, and it's yet another steal for Israel. They will move up 4-0 after 3 ends. And then in the fourth end, it was Bridget Becker now trying to hit the side of this red one to push their yellow in and score the first point for New Zealand. And she's got it perfect right there. New Zealand on the board, 4-1 after 4 ends. In the fifth end, Israel used their power play, but in the end it was New Zealand that managed to sneak a draw into the button. Rachel Katzman not able to curl enough to pick it up, and New Zealand closes the gap. It's 4-2 for Israel after 5. In the sixth end, it was New Zealand sitting 2, and Rachel Katzman is left with a pretty difficult tap to try and score 1. She does a good job of tapping it up, but it's a little too much weight, and New Zealand steals yet another one. And in the seventh end, it was New Zealand with the shot stone. Israel didn't really see any shots to get it out of there, so they throw the last one away, and we now have a tight game after 7. And finally, in the eighth end, it's a lot of excitement. Rachel Katzman has this slash, just needs to hit a piece of her own red to win the game, and she's gonna come so close but drives it by. New Zealand steals once again, and they will win this game 5-4. And Sanders soon gonna bring you an interview with Scott and Bridget Becker. If you join us again tomorrow at 5:45, you will see the game between Japan and England.
Oh, okay.
So let's dial that back a little bit. You were down 4. What did you guys talk about after that?
What did we talk about? Keep the chins up. That's always a good one.
Just try and make a shot. Just concentrate and calm down. Try and make our shots.
Try and make some shots is a good start.
Yeah.
No, what did we talk about? We just discussed that we still had the power play up our sleeve. We still had plenty of time. We had a timeout. There was no need to rush. It's mixed doubles. It was 4 ends gone.
Yeah, it was only 4-1 down.
Yeah.
So we weren't stressing.
We weren't stressing
Much.
that much.
And then you ended up scoring every end after that. Can you take us through the second half of the game? How do you experience what happened?
We started making some shots, which helps. I started making some shots.
I think we just put them in front house and started putting a little bit more pressure on them.
Yeah.
We were just giving them an easy shot a lot of the time in the first half, so we just trying to get them a bit more.
We had a game plan going in, and for the first 4 ends we didn't play to it. So we did in the second half, and it paid off.
You didn't have much time in the last end there. How was that to play the 8th end?
That's how we like to roll.
That's how we go. It's actually, we find we play better under time pressure. So I don't like making Bridget throw with 10 seconds left on the clock, but hey, she can do it, so that's what she's got to do.
You're not afraid of leaving them the same shot to win the game there in the last shot?
We had a quick discussion about that.
I think it was a decision made under not much time, and we went with the wrong one.
And in saying that, with the way that they'd been playing their draws through the game, they'd been playing a really accurate sort of T-weight, back 4, back 8. I wanted to take that shot away from them, because all they had to do was just come down and just tap it back a wee bit, and they would have got shot. So I thought, in the way that the game had gone, the hit was the option to leave them open. If they were tight, they just split the reds out. So
I'm sure that's an amazing feeling now to have won.
It's not about amazing, a wee bit of elation. It wasn't pretty.
No,
But it's the
they
same
played well,
as
but they played so well. And
they did.
That first half, they hardly missed a shot, so
Yeah.
we just had to pick up our game and keep the momentum going.
It was tough. It was tough. But as I said before, a win's a win, and how you get it is, I'll take it.
All right, thank you very much. Congratulations.
Thanks very much.
Yeah.